Alright guys, I kind of mentioned in an earlier video that I wanted to get one of these. Um, so here it is. It's the Ruger SR22. It's been out for about 4 to 6 months now. I am actually a really big fan of this. Since I live in the horrible communist state of Maryland, I can't get a firearm when it first comes out. It has to go through an approvals list, which takes about 4 to 6 months. So I actually got this at the beginning of the month. I was a little busy with school, finals, and final papers and whatnot, so I didn't get a chance to actually make a video of it. I've put about 200 rounds through it. Flawless, works great. I did keep the smaller grip on it. I got stubby fingers disease, so I prefer the smaller grip. I ran 3 different types of ammo through it. I ran Remington, the hollow points that you can get at Dick's. I got the Federal. I went through the Blazer as well. And I also did some CCI mini mag. So actually 4 different types of ammo, and it ran flawlessly. There are a bunch of other videos on how to take this thing down, other better reviews, but I'm just showing you what I got and why I got it. If you actually The one thing that really pisses me off about a lot of these firearms that I'm seeing nowadays. Oh, let me safety check it just so I can make you guys happy. Um, as you can see, there is nothing in the mag. There is nothing in the chamber. Basically what it is, this is really hard to do one-handed. Now I see what people are talking about. What really pisses me off is that why do all these firearm manufacturers put either a safety or a decocker on the left side and not a slide stop release? I know FN does it. I know M&P does it. What the fuck makes you think that I need a safety and not a slide stop? I mean, yes, the safety makes everything safe, blah, 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 but I still can't fully function this firearm with my left hand as much as I would like to. And that goes for any firearm that has that. I was also looking at the M&P 22 because that does have the ambidextrous slide stop. But what actually got me to get this over that was simply the fact that it is a hammer-fired pistol and it has a decocker. I'm not a big fan of the 1911. I'm a little too young for that. So I'll probably get one of those later on once I get everything else that I want. But this was going to be my first. Oh, it's on safety. That's why. This was going to be my first hammer-fired pistol. So as I mentioned in a lot of my other videos, I like to get a little bit of everything just so I'm familiar with as much as I can be familiar with. That's why I decided to go with this over the M&P, simply because it has a hammer and a decocker, so I can mess around with the single fire. Single action, double action. So that's the main reason why I picked this over the M&P. Plus, I think it looks a lot cooler. And if I'm gonna have a firearm that doesn't have a slide stop, and once again, the reason why I like the Glock, because remember how I told you I can just flick this down with my finger on the Glock? Well, here the safety's in the way, and second of all, I can't. Here, let me stop it back. I can't just rub my finger against it and knock it down. I actually have to bend my finger and push directly down to get it to go down. That's why I like the Glock as a left-handed person gun, because I can easily maneuver that, and I can't do that here. I have to bend my finger and push it directly down. But like I said, if there's going to be one firearm where that was going to bother me, I'd rather it be in a 22, which I'm using strictly for target practice. Not going to carry this. Well, technically I can't carry it in the state, but I wouldn't use this for self-defense. So if there's going to be something that I'm not going to use for self-defense, it might as well be on a 22 and something that I can mess around with and actually learn more functions of how to operate a firearm more efficiently, as far as everything that's available in the market. Adjustable sights, light as hell. I love this thing. Easy to load. A lot of things that people miss over are these dual tabs on the magazine, right here and right there. So when you pull it down, you're pulling it down from both sides, and you're loading with your other hand, which actually makes it really convenient. I actually really enjoy that. I did change the finger groove base plates. I don't know. I think it looks cool. So there it is, and that's why I got it. And if you don't have a 22, I kind of said in my other videos, if you look at anybody who has an extensive gun collection, and this is why I loved YouTube, and this is one of the biggest things that I learned from YouTube, was that everyone ends up getting a 22, a rifle and a pistol. So as soon as you got your home defense, and if you get bit by the bug like I did, and you just want to get more and more and more and more, I definitely recommend take a step back, get your 22s. It's going to save you money at the range, and you'll be able to shoot more often. If you don't have that much trigger time, like as a child or growing up, like I did, I mean, I basically gaining my trigger time now as we speak. It's great for practice. And by saving money at the range, it's going to allow you to save up for the things you really want, for the big daddies. Therefore, you'll get them sooner. If you start going just for the big daddies and you start having to buy all this ammo for them, blah, 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 it's just going to take you longer to get your next firearm. So I definitely recommend getting a 22. If you decide to start getting firearms, get a 22 as soon as you can after you have your primary defense weapon. And then look into the 22s. You're just going to save so much money. And you really only need one of each. So, you know what I'm saying? A pistol and a rifle. And you'll just save ridiculous amounts of money. I definitely recommend it to anybody. And that's all I got for you guys. All right. Check you later.